my divine feminine. I have so much I wish I could express to you openly. As I breathe deep and draw the Two of Cups as the first card, this clearly represents my heart space and depth of our connection. This card speaks to the heart of what we share, and it fills me with a mixture of joy and vulnerability. When I think of you, I feel a profound sense of unity. It's as if we're two halves of a whole, coming together in perfect harmony. Our bond goes beyond mere attraction. It's a meeting of minds, hearts, and souls. I see us as equals, each bringing our unique strengths to create something beautiful together. There's a magnetic pull between us that I can't deny. When we're together, it feels like the rest of the world fades away. I find myself opening up to you in ways I never have with anyone else. It's both exhilarating and terrifying to be so vulnerable, to let you see parts of me I usually keep hidden. I cherish the emotional intimacy we share, the way we can communicate without words, understanding each other's needs and desires on a deeper level. It's not just about romance. It's about a true partnership where we support and uplift each other through life's challenges. Yet, with this deep connection comes fear. I worry about losing what we have, about not being enough to maintain this beautiful balance we've found. The intensity of my feelings sometimes scares me. What if I mess this up? What if I can't live up to the potential of what we could be together? Despite these fears, the Two of Cups gives me hope. It reminds me that our connection is special, worth nurturing and protecting. I see a future with you, one filled with mutual growth, shared dreams, and a love that deepens with time. This card also calls me to be more open, to let down my guards and fully embrace the love we share. It's a reminder that true partnership requires trust, honesty, and a willingness to be fully present with each other. Reflect on the Emperor in reverse. I realize how much I'm struggling with my personal boundaries. It's as if I've built these rigid walls around myself, clinging to inflexible rules out of fear. I know these barriers are meant to protect me, but they're also keeping me isolated, creating unnecessary distance between myself and others, especially you. At the same time, I find it incredibly difficult to assert myself. There are moments when I desperately want to speak up, to protect my boundaries, but the words get stuck in my throat. I watch helplessly as others, sometimes even you, unknowingly cross lines I've drawn in my mind. It's frustrating because I can't blame anyone but myself for not communicating these limits clearly. I'm aware that my behavior can be unpredictable. One day I'm firm in my convictions. The next I'm wavering, unsure of where I stand. This inconsistency isn't fair to you or to me. It's like I'm caught between different versions of myself, the person I used to be and the person I'm trying to become. This internal conflict manifests in unclear boundaries, leaving both of us confused and frustrated. Perhaps most troubling is my lack of self-control. I set rules for myself, determined to maintain some semblance of structure in my life. But I struggle to follow through. This lack of personal discipline bleeds into our relationship, making it hard for you to rely on me or trust in my consistency. I know I need to find a balance, to be firm yet flexible, to assert myself while remaining open to compromise. It's a delicate dance, one that I'm still learning. I want you to know that I'm trying, even when it doesn't seem like it. I'm working on communicating my needs more clearly, on being more consistent in my actions, and on finding the courage to stand up for myself when necessary. This journey isn't easy, and I know my struggles with boundaries affect you too. But I'm committed to growth, to finding a healthier way of relating, both to myself and to you. As I reflect on the Empress in reverse, following the Emperor in reverse, I feel a deep sense of unease and frustration. I'm acutely aware of my struggle to connect with my nurturing side, and it pains me to think that I might be failing to provide you with the emotional support you need. There's a creative block within me that I can't seem to overcome. I want to express my love and bring new experiences into our relationship, but I feel stagnant and uninspired. My confidence has taken a hit. I look at myself and question my worth, my attractiveness, my ability to be the partner you deserve. This insecurity gnaws at me, making it hard to fully engage in our relationship. I find myself holding back, unable to express my true emotions. It's as if there's a wall between my heart and my words, and I don't know how to break it down. I'm ashamed to admit that I've been neglecting both my own needs and yours. Sometimes, I give too much, depleting myself in the process. Other times, I become demanding, expecting you to fill the void I can't seem to fill myself. This imbalance is taking its toll on us both, and I feel powerless to correct it. What troubles me most is the disconnection from my intuition. I used to trust my inner guidance, but now I feel lost, unsure of how to navigate our relationship, or even my own life. This combination of struggles, with both authority and nurturing, leaves me feeling inadequate and frustrated. I want to be strong for you, to be your rock, but I also want to be soft, to nurture our love. Instead, I feel like I'm failing at both. I know this disharmony is affecting us, and it breaks my heart. I want you to know that I'm aware of these issues, and I'm trying to find my way back to balance. It's a difficult journey, but I'm committed to working through these challenges, for the sake of our love, and for my own growth as your divine masculine counterpart. As I reflect on the Four of Wands, following the reversed Emperor and Empress, I'm filled with a complex mix of emotions. There's a deep, melancholic longing that permeates my being, knowing that despite our current struggles with power, nurturing, and self-expression, there's an unbreakable bond between us that cannot be denied. The reversed Emperor showed me my own failings in leadership and stability, while the reversed Empress revealed our shared difficulties in nurturing our connection. Yet, as the Four of Wands emerges, it's as if the universe is gently reminding me of the eternal nature of our bond. I feel a bittersweet ache in my heart, recognizing that no matter how much we may struggle with our roles or how disconnected we might feel, there's a foundational truth to our connection that remains unshaken. This card whispers of a future where we overcome these challenges, where we build a stable and joyous union together. There's a profound sadness in knowing that this beautiful potential exists, yet feeling so far from it in our current state. The Four of Wands stands as a poignant reminder of what we're capable of creating together, of the celebration and harmony that await us if we can move past our current difficulties. I find myself yearning for the stability and joy this card promises, even as I grapple with my own insecurities and shortcomings. It's a vision of a shared future that feels both tantalizingly close and achingly distant, a reminder of the work we still need to do, individually and together. In the context of this reading, the Four of Wands serves as a beacon of hope amidst our struggles. It tells me that despite our current imbalances in power and nurturing, there's a solid foundation to our connection that cannot be broken. It speaks to the core of our true desires, to build a harmonious and stable union, to celebrate our love, to create a true home for our souls. This card, following the challenges revealed by the reversed Emperor and Empress, feels like a gentle reassurance from the universe. It's as if I'm being told that no matter how difficult things may seem now, our connection is destined for greatness. It's a comforting thought, but one that also brings a tinge of sadness, knowing the journey ahead may not be easy. When I think about the Wheel of Fortune in the context of our separation, it feels like both a comfort and a weight. I can't deny the ache of being apart from you. Yet this card reminds me that there are forces at play far beyond my control. It's as though the universe is orchestrating something larger than either of us, moving us through cycles that we may not fully understand, but are deeply connected to. I feel the inevitability of change pressing against my heart. The wheel turns whether we want it to or not, and I know that this moment, this painful distance between us, is just one part of a greater cycle. It's hard to accept that I can't control this, that I can't simply will us back together. But in my quieter moments, I sense that this separation has meaning, even if it's unclear to me now. The wheel speaks to divine timing, and though it's difficult to surrender to it, I know that everything is unfolding as it should. Our connection isn't something fragile or fleeting. It's woven into the fabric of something eternal. This card reassures me that even in our darkest moments, the wheel keeps turning, and what feels like an ending could simply be the beginning of a new phase for us. Still, there's a melancholy in knowing I have to wait. Wait for the wheel to bring us back into alignment. Wait for the lessons we're meant to learn in this time apart. It feels like fate is asking me to trust in what I cannot see, to believe that this separation is shaping us into something stronger, something more prepared for what lies ahead. I wonder if you feel it too, that quiet hum beneath all of this pain and longing, the sense that we're still connected even when we're apart. The wheel reminds me that no matter how far we seem from each other now, our story isn't over. It's still spinning, still unfolding in ways neither of us can predict. And so, I hold on to hope, even as I sit with the sadness of this moment. The wheel tells me that nothing stays the same forever. Not joy, not pain, not distance. One day, when the time is right, perhaps the wheel will turn again and bring us back together. Until then, I'll trust in its rhythm and continue to carry you in my heart as it moves forward. Speaking directly to you, my divine feminine, this card reflects my inner turmoil and hesitation. I feel disconnected from the spark that once fueled my passion and drive, leaving me stuck in a state of self-doubt and uncertainty. The reversed Ace of Wands makes me painfully aware of my reluctance to take action or move forward in our connection. It's not that I don't feel the depth of our bond, I do. But there's something within me that feels blocked, as if I'm unable to harness the energy and inspiration needed to bridge the gap between us. I find myself questioning my ability to reignite what we once had, doubting whether I have the strength or clarity to take that first step. This card also speaks to a lack of direction in my life right now. I feel aimless, as though I'm searching for purpose but can't seem to find it. That sense of being lost extends into our connection, where I feel paralyzed by fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear that I'm not enough. These doubts weigh heavily on me, making it difficult to trust myself or the path ahead. At its core, the reversed Ace of Wands is a reflection of my inner resistance. It's as though I've been handed an opportunity, a chance to grow, to reconnect with you. But I'm hesitating to take it. Perhaps it's because I don't feel ready, or because I'm grappling with unresolved emotions and limiting beliefs that keep me from fully stepping into my power. Yet, this card also carries a quiet message of hope. It asks me to pause and reflect on what truly inspires me and what I genuinely want from our connection. It urges me to confront these blocks head-on, to dig deep and rediscover the fire within myself that has been dimmed by fear and uncertainty. I want you to know that this isn't about a lack of love or desire for you. It's about my own internal struggles. The reversed Ace of Wands is a reminder that before I can move forward with you, I need to reignite my own inner flame. This time apart may be painful, but it's forcing me to confront these challenges so that when the time comes, when I'm ready, I can approach our connection with clarity, passion, and purpose. As I draw the Five of Cups following the Ace of Wands in reverse, I can't help but feel a deep sense of melancholy regarding our journey. This card encapsulates the feelings of loss and disappointment that have permeated my heart during this time of separation. The imagery of the figure mourning over 3 spilled cups resonates with my own struggles. It's as if I'm standing in front of the remnants of what once was, consumed by grief for what I feel we have lost. The Five of Cups highlights my tendency to focus on the negatives, overlooking the 2 cups that still stand behind me. This mirrors my emotional state. While I am acutely aware of the distance between us and the passion that seems to have faded, I often forget that there is still potential for healing and reconnection. The card serves as a poignant reminder that even in moments of despair, there are still opportunities for love and growth if I can shift my perspective. I find myself grappling with regret and sorrow over how things have unfolded. The Ace of Wands in reverse speaks to my creative blocks and hesitations. And now, with the Five of Cups, I feel a heavy weight of disappointment about not being able to express my feelings or take action. It's as if I'm caught in a cycle of self-pity, mourning not just our separation, but also the passion and connection that once felt so vibrant. This card urges me to acknowledge my feelings rather than suppress them. It's easy to wallow in sadness and let it consume me, but I know that doing so only prolongs my suffering. The Five of Cups encourages me to confront these emotions head-on, allowing myself to grieve while also recognizing that healing is possible. Ultimately, this combination leads me to a crucial realization. While I may feel lost and regretful now, there is still hope for renewal. The bridge depicted in the Five of Cups symbolizes a path forward, a way to move beyond this pain and reconnect with you. If I can shift my focus from what has been lost to what remains, perhaps I can begin to see the potential for a brighter future together. As difficult as it is to face these emotions, I understand that they are part of my journey toward healing. The Five of Cups reminds me that while loss is painful, it can also lead to growth and new beginnings if I'm willing to open my heart again